All right, let's go live. Hey, and welcome to SegaSonic Radio. I am your host, as always, GX, aka Chris, aka the Spin Dash, and we're kicking things off tonight with Bomber Barbara from Sonic Rush, theme of Final Zone. Hey, we've got some hot tracks for you tonight, including many requests, and we're going to start the first segment off with a request from Hunter the Hawk over on our Discord. Let's enjoy. See you guys on the other side. Hey, that was our opening segment with Power Ride from Sonic Runners, Death Yard Act 1 from Sonic Rivals requested by Hunter the Hawk, and Vertical Hot Air from Afterburner Climax, but more specifically in this case, Sega Superstars Tennis. Hey, our theme this week is hot, red hot. We have been asking you all week for requests for hot songs, and you have delivered. You have delivered on, couple requests. Some of them, more directly related to, well, this is just a hot stage, and some of them a little bit more, loosely defined. Such as, Afterburner Climax. Loosely defined heat. Here's some loosely defined songs in the next segment coming up. So you got, including one request from Mr. Speed over on our Discord. Enjoy. See you on the other side. Hey, that was Lava Mountain Zone from Sonic Lost World, requested by Mr. Speed. Followed up by Hidden Volcano from Team Sonic Racing, and Burning Depths Medley from Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Okay, you guys knew. Hey, this is Fire Heat themed episode. I was absolutely going to play something from Burning Rangers. I am naturally inclined to do that if you have followed the series since the beginning. Yeah, Burning Rangers has always been like a big curiosity for me. It's weird because I haven't played much of it. I own a Japanese copy for my Saturn because it's way cheaper to own a Japanese copy of anything for Saturn compared to the US. Nobody in the US owned a Saturn. Therefore, it's difficult to find Saturn games in US regions. But it's always fascinated me a bit, at least in part because part of the Saturn's legacy is that Sonic Team made several games for the platform, but almost none of them were actual Sonic games. Like, there's Sonic Jam as a collection. I think that's Sonic Team, but now I can't remember. But beyond that, like, all of the other Sonic games that were made for Saturn, which weren't many, were from Traveler's Tales. It's kind of nuts. Speaking of things that are kind of nuts, we've got a remix for you tonight. Well, we would if my mouse decided to work. But my mouse has decided not to work, which is a problem because I need my mouse in order to, There we go. Ha! No, wait. I think it's dead. I believe my mouse is dead. Give me a second to find a cable to recharge my mouse. Professionalism! That's all we've got here at SegaSonic Radio. Mouse is connected! We have mouse power! And we're going to use that mouse power to play you a remix for tonight. We've got Sailing on Lava, composed by Sir Nuts from ocremix.org. It's a remix of Marble Zone, which is the original hot level. Hope you enjoy. See you on the other side. Hey, that was Sailing on Lava by Sir Nuts over at ocremix.org. Get that and many, many other great Sonic remixes and many other game remixes over at ocremix.org. So yeah, a lot of the themes tonight are effectively, when push comes to shove, when I think of a theme, it's just basically, well, what's a good recurring level theme in Sonic? And then how can I sort of expand on that? And to be real, the onus of this coming together tonight wasn't even Sonic, or at least the name for it wasn't even Sonic. It was just me looking at my collection and thinking about Beautiful Joe and the stage. Well, both the game Red Hot Rumble and the stage Some Like It Red Hot. And came to me like, yeah, I guess a good lava theme would go good with this. Here we are tonight. Here we are. We've got another segment up with another request. Coming at you from Maxi Bun Buns over on Twitter. Request for oh no, we'll say it at the end. Say it at the end. I'm moving to saying at the end. Saying it at the end. If I tell ya what's coming up, it's not as fun. That's what I've decided. It's not as fun. We're going to maximize fun with these 3 songs. And I'll see you again on the other side. Hey, that was Red Hot Skull from Sonic Adventure, followed by Chaotic Inferno Act 1 from Sonic Rivals 2, requested by Maxi Bun Buns over on Twitter. Wrapping that segment up with Crisis City Act 2 from Sonic Generations, the modern Sonic rendition of it. Yeah, I like that rendition of Crisis City. Like, I went back and listened to the original version just to kind of compare and figure out like which one I actually want to put in, and it wasn't even a contest. I had to put in the Generations version. The Generations version, the way the strings come out there, like, oh boy. That was a remix by Tomoya Otani, who is significant for a number of Sonic soundtracks, but very significantly is one of basically the sound director for Sonic Frontiers coming up. There's a really nice interview over on the official Sonic YouTube with Otani, and just sort of laying out his thoughts for how he was putting together how he put together the Sonic Frontiers soundtrack. Apparently, like, the actual written compositions themselves were done about 4 years ago. So keep in mind how old this project is. But also, hey, there's a lot of complicated pieces in there. It's a very large soundtrack. And he sort of compared it to his work with Sonic Runners, which was a soundtrack that required a turnaround of about a month for new tracks because it was a service-based mobile game. It required it to go very quickly. And I'm amazed that in that month, he was able to put together some very, very memorable tracks for Runners. Speaking of Sonic Frontiers, hey, just as a quick reminder, that game is out on Tuesday. It's out real soon. Real soon. So I hope you're getting ready. I'm getting ready myself. I think, if I remember correctly, let me double check on this before I open my mouth and say something stupid. Checking Steam, I'm checking Steam. According to this, it unlocks on Steam on November 8th, which is the platform I'll be getting it on. Really hoping for a decent PC port. Sega has a weird history. Well, to be fair, they've shown off mostly PC to the press, so, you know, hopeful. We got another trio of songs coming at you. And this one includes one more request from, and I do not know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to go with Nai-Y, the same way you might say Wi-Fi, but they requested Challenge Mission 1 from Sonic Generations, which, you know, it's from Sonic Generations, but I'm not going to tell you what it's a remix of. You'll figure that out very soon. See you on the other side. Hey, that was Red Barrage Area from Sonic Adventure, Ragnarok from Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, and Challenge Mission 1, aka remix of Supersonic Racing from Sonic Generations, brought to you by Cash Cash. That's right. They didn't just make that other one song from the other one Sonic game. They also did this one song in this Sonic game. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yes. That was a request from, and I apologize if I mispronounced this, I'm going to go with Nai the same way that you would say Wi-Fi over on Twitter. This person appears to be in chat, so they can correct me if I'm incorrect. And, hey, we're approaching 8 o'clock, so why don't we go ahead and check in on this week's news. Still need, like, a news jingle or something. On the realm of music, hey, if you want to check out the, if you want to check out some Sonic Frontiers music and, you know, you haven't just been bumming around YouTube for off-screen footage recordings, Sega officially released the Ares Island theme music, the live recording session video over on their YouTube. It's very nice. Lots of great diverse instruments. Fantastic. Go listen to it. If you like Sonic music, and of course you like Sonic music, you're here, aren't you? It's worth a listen before the game proper comes out. Other things that you should check out before the game proper comes out. Sonic Frontiers Prologue Divergence. The long-teased Knuckles short is finally out. Gives you a sense of, like, the setup for Knuckles' presence in the game, because we already sort of have half an idea as to why Sonic, Amy, and Tails are there, as well as, you know, Dr. Eggman. Knuckles, however, wasn't really set up. This sort of explains what he's doing there, and the trouble that he's found himself in. It's a solid little short. It's got all the people that you would want on a short like this. It's got Ian Flynn, Evan Stanley, Tyson Hess, Powerhouse Animation Studio, and, of course, T. Lopes even did some of the original music for it. Dave Mitchell is returning as Knuckles. You would know him best for his role in Team Sonic Racing. Yeah, it's good. Check it out. Go check it out. We have a trailer for Sonic Prime. Sonic Prime's coming out on December 15th this year. And they got a fancy new trailer. It's finally showing off the Shatterverse, which in the episode that they've shown, or, well, the footage of whatever episode that they've decided to show off, it's very, we'll say, freedom fighter-y-esque, where it has put Sonic in contact with a alternate universe team of freedom fighters composed of Knuckles, Rouge, Tails, and Amy, except, I suppose, after Eggman took over the world? Like, Amy is half robot, Tails has giant robot spider legs like Doc Ock. It's looking pretty good. I can't wait to see more of it. So, yeah, that's kind of it, the news. Like, should I don't know. I could talk about financials, but I don't think this is the right place to talk about financials. If you care about the investor briefing that Sega just put out, they talked about the super game more. It still isn't anything tangible yet. It's still just a weird conceptual thing. Some stuff that is, you know, a little less weird and conceptual are the next tracks. We've got no requests in this one, but we've got some great hot songs. Hope you enjoy. See you on the other side. Hey, that was Flight to Volcanic Fortress from the Sonic the Hedgehog Boom album. Weird little album by Howard Drawson, kind of, we'll say, extends some of the tracks from the US Sonic the Hedgehog Sonic CD soundtrack, but then also, like, recomposes or contains original compositions of music tracks from Sonic's Spinball. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of pleasant. Followed that up with Lava Reef Zone Act 2, Sonic Mania version, and Let the Speed Mend It, theme of Sand Oasis from Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't find a lot of opportunities to play Sonic and the Secret Rings tracks, but always great when I can. I've been playing, if you guys have noticed, I'm making an effort to incorporate more video into the stream. Lots of video. Video like this. Video like that. And video like this. Lots of video. Plenty of video. And I'm not just going on YouTube to grab that. I'm actually basically doing mods and recording the footage myself. I played a lot of Sonic games this week. I played through all of Forces. I played through all of Generations. I played through all of Sonic Blast twice. It's been an interesting week, and my weird takeaways are I still really like Sonic Generations. I kind of have found slightly more appreciation for Sonic Forces than I once had. I'm not gonna go out and say that it's a great game or anything like that. It still has a bunch of very large glaring problems, but I think what I've learned doing this is that there's an enjoyment to playing the boost style of Sonic games without the boost. Like, I've specifically gone out of my way and try not to boost, and it pushes you to use some of the other moves that Sonic has, and I kind of dig that. I feel like there's more actual level design when I play it that way, as opposed to just sort of blasting through everything. Like if you take, for example, this one that I kick things off with. I really only boosted whenever I absolutely had to, and beyond that, it was just a matter of trying to adapt to what the level was throwing at you, and it gave me more time to really think about it, and I didn't have the impulse of, just trying to blast through things to kind of just not stroll through, but just sort of be efficient in different ways. It's been a pleasant experience. In some ways, like, I almost wish that, I did not have boost in those games. But, I understand why it's there. I have friends who absolutely enjoy that. Thank you in chat. I'm actually, I'm happy to record my own. Gives me an excuse to play these games, and in some of the ways that I have a lot of, I have a lot of fun ideas coming up in mind for this, so stay tuned. SegaSonic Radio, always in the process of trying to expand and evolve, and you've got some ideas. We got some ideas that'll take a while to bring to fruition, but we sure do have them. We also have 3 songs coming up. Our last 3-song segment of the night. Oh no, we're approaching the end, people. Let's enjoy these 3 songs, one of which was requested by Virtua Ollie 64. See you on the other side. Okay, that was Lava Shelter from Shadow the Hedgehog, followed up by Volcano Valley Zone Act 2 from Sonic 3D Blast. Wrapping it up with Molten Mine from Sonic and the Black Knight, as requested by Virtual Ollie 64. That's right, Molten Mine by Mr. Amico himself. Oh, Tommy's been on a journey the last couple years. That's the best way to phrase it. He's been on some form of journey. I've actually learned earlier this week from the Jeff Gersman Show podcast that he's a tournament-level backgammon player, which I had not known before. Seems kind of crazy. As for Volcano Valley, that was by Tatsuyuki Media, who I would say would be known for soundtracks like Astal. He's done a lot of various sound work across the Sonic franchise, especially on the Game Boy Advance. But beyond that, you might also recognize his stuff from Knight's Journey of Dreams, the Wii game. You can have whatever opinions you want about how that game plays, but it has a pretty solid soundtrack. You might also recognize him as one of the background composers of Skies of Arcadia as well. Not a name that we see come up very often, but good resume. Good discography there. We're getting ready to wrap up our night as we approach the 90-minute mark. And of course, we've always got one more song left for you. But before we go, hey, we always want to give thanks to the many, many people who helped assemble SegaSonic Radio, either directly or indirectly. You know, we have a lot of graphics on here. I didn't rip all these things myself. A lot of people did a lot of work to get it up on Spriter's Resource, as well as various mods on Game Banana. And of course, hey, we're part of Sonic Stadium over at sonicstadium.org. Go check it out. We've got news, we've got reviews coming out soon. How soon? Probably next week. We probably have some kind of review next week. What kind of review will we have? I don't know. What kind of game would be coming out next week that would be important? What kind of important game might be important to sonicstadium.org? I don't know. Got no idea. Got no idea. No idea whatsoever. We're gonna put up our review of Scorn. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put up our review of Scorn. No, hey. As always, we always appreciate you tuning in for the evening. It's great to have a nice little audience there, whether you're viewing live on Twitch, viewing live on YouTube, or catching the VOD on either. It always makes it a little bit more worthwhile, you know, as they say on the internet, like, share, and subscribe. Just, you know, or better yet, just let someone you know about the show and see if they might like it. Let's go a little underground with this. Like Mystery Science Theater, keep sharing the tapes. With that said, hey, we're gonna peace out for the night with one last song, and it's a song where, there's no good place for me to actually put this song, but this is like a fire-themed whole dealy, so why not? Why not end the show with this song? It's Through the Fire by Crush 40, also from Sonic and the Black Knight. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next week, we are up, over, and gone. Peace out, everyone.
Cross this battle just begun.
Hey, that's it, everyone. Take care. We'll see you on the other side next week. The other side is next week. The other side of the following week. Peace, y'all. Okay.